What's up, my dudes? I am joined by Seth. Bill is in the comments telling us to hurry up. Seth will be manning the comments here tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about waivers, going to recap that Monday night football game and all that good stuff there. Guys, got a little bit of matchups. It is earlier than normal, but it's championship week. So if you're listening to this, you probably made it to the ship. CMC saving season, Seth. You have CMC in any leagues? Did CMC push you to the next level or no?
No, I don't have CMC. I need Tyler Warren to catch a pass and fumble, and he didn't. So I kind of just really stopped watching the game after that.
That's unfortunate. And Seth, do you know where Jordan is right now? Like Jordan was going to hop on about, and do you have any idea?
I don't know. He said something about Life calling an audible, it's a Christmas season and Life called an audible. And, he's like just too sick to sit down in a chair and talk, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I would love to know. I think we all would love to know what that audible is that Life called, right? Maybe he'll reach out and say something else. Maybe Jordan's watching the chat.
I don't know. I think it might be RuPaul, like finale night or something like that. I don't know.
There's no telling with that guy. I know Bachelor's over, but CMC, I'm in a league here. CMC, if he doesn't, what's the 49ers tight end? Tungas. He caught that TD. If they would have challenged that, the guy going to my championship in this one league would not have made it, but they didn't challenge it. CMC got another touchdown there. So Phillip Rivers actually looked like he had a little bit more zip on the ball, I thought, tonight than he had.
Yeah, except for
than he had in 2020. Would you agree with that or no?
Yeah, maybe he was just like feeling it in the moment, but the interception, you could tell, like if he had the zip right there, yeah. I don't think it's picked, but it's because he threw a duck floater, 10 yards. The accuracy is there and like the brain is there. It's just the body's not. So
Seth,
Bill, I'm sorry. This is an exclusive hat.
It's an exclusive hat. Yeah. I never took Bill as a beanie guy, but I don't really know him. So there's that. Bill, give us a like as well. Other thing is with Rivers, Alec Pierce looked really good. Alec Pierce, if you had the cans to start Alec Pierce, I think that paid off really well for you. He caught 2 TD passes, correct? So
yeah, he got 2 in the first quarter.
Yeah, lots of games. I put this out there. I said, raise your hand if CMC just saved your fantasy season. John Rogers said he almost ruined mine. FF Haters won his matchup by 1 point with CMC. And one guy needed 6 more points out of CMC. So I'm sure the more stuff will come through on that. But another one I have here, Seth, I said this last week. I said your league winner quarterback was Trevor Lawrence. He's been there right below underneath our noses this whole entire season. Last 5 fantasy performances. Week 12, he had 20.1, then 19.7, 19.4, 44.3, 31.2. Trevor Lawrence is averaging 26.94 fantasy points since week 12, and he's only 57% roster on Sleeper. So there's a good shot he's even available in your league right there. But no one saw Trevor Lawrence going off versus the Broncos like he did this week. He went off last week as well. Guy has league winner written all over him. He's looking really good. And
yeah, he is.
Playing the Colts, yeah.
In the Colts, I mean, I'd start it too, like next week. Like we just saw the 49ers did this Colts defense giving literally Phillip Rivers giving every excuse or every chance for the Colts to win games last week against the Seahawks, this week's against the 49ers. Their defense can't back up a legendary quarterback who literally came off his couch 3 weeks ago and is putting team in the position to win, and they can't do it. So, I mean, for sure, start Trevor Lawrence next week.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's been on an absolute burner. I don't think it stops here. Like, Jaguars are playing for the number 1 seed in the AFC. That might have been the audible that Jordan got.
That is actually
called.
Crazy to hear, honestly.
Yeah, that might have been the life audible that Jordan got. Something about the Jaguars. Maybe he lost his voice cheering, because his brother is a Broncos fan. Maybe that's where he is. Maybe maybe he lost his voice yelling at the TV.
It's true. They probably had a watch party.
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine just 2 guys just standing up in front of the TV in their church clothes all Sunday afternoon?
Yeah.
No snacks.
Yelling at 4 different TVs.
Exactly. No, I could see those guys quad boxing it all into one, like some mega TV type deal. Guys, any start sit questions you have for this week? Any waiver wire advice?
We got
life
Christmas
advice?
games, 3 games on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Three.
I don't know if maybe fun's the right word. I don't know if they're good Christmas games. Like
They're playing, right? The Lions are always fun to watch.
Lions are fun, but you got Cowboys and Commanders. 8 months ago, that game looked amazing.
Yeah, that game's terrible now.
Then you have Chiefs and Broncos. Again, that looked amazing a few months ago. Like,
yeah, it's a terrible game.
Is there any playoff teams? Like, I guess maybe the Lions still have an outside shot, but this is going out like is something that the Lions, that Netflix
just the Lions Vikings probably the best game, right? Like it's
but still, it's not like Netflix got snookered. I think we could say all the money they paid to get no playoff games on Christmas. I think viewership will still be there, but not what it was. Seth, we got a couple questions in the chat. You want to get after those? Tackle those for me.
6-7. What is up? Look at the chat. I'm looking at the chat. What's up? Welcome.
Yeah. Biggest. What do we got there? Biggest man says, "Hey,
what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Got any fantasy football questions?
Give us.
Vikings are the worst and Bears are amazing, in my opinion, Calvin says.
Yeah, maybe I'll let you pop them up on there, Seth. We got a lot of people in the chat right now, a lot of people over on X. Give us the comments on X, guys, but give us the likes on YouTube. Helps us out.
The Bears are in first place.
Yeah, thanks for that, Sophia. Yeah, Caleb Williams, I think. Who is your biggest winner from this past week, Seth? We got Caleb Williams. We have Trevor Lawrence. I think those are the two biggest guys, right? Maybe Brock Purdy you throw in there. It's Trevor Lawrence is your biggest winner. Skelly.
Well, I mean, if you're talking about QBs, your biggest winner, if you had Puka in the playoffs, like that's the biggest winner. I lost a game this week, scoring the most amount of points you can probably score, like way above average, and I lost because the guy I played had Puka, and I lost by a few points, and he scored in my league rules scored about 52 points.
Seth, just say it for what it is. You lost versus me. I'm the guy with Puka.
Well, it's you, and it's in another league, actually.
Okay,
I lost to Puka twice.
You got the double chainsaw Puka.
The double chainsaw. But the thing is, I don't know if I still beat you with that. I think if Puka still scores 30 for you, I still lose.
Calvin, yes, Bears are looking pretty good. Give us that sub, Calvin Hobbs. And then when we got Lincoln said, I started Aaron Rodgers over Phillip Rivers. Turned out to be a mistake. You didn't get, unless you had Kenneth Gainwell, Warren, or are in a league where DK Metcalf gets points for punching people, you probably, didn't get those fantasy points you wanted there, Lincoln. So DK Metcalf looks like there's something in his contract about something. I need to dive into it a little bit more, but he's going to possibly lose some money there. What's your YouTube channel? Yeah, help him out there, Seth.
Fantasy Football Dudes podcast. We have episodes every Thursday, and we also go live every Thursday night, except for this week. We do have a different schedule because of Christmas this week, but catch us on Thursday morning with the YouTube video, also on Spotify or wherever you find podcasts. And we'll also have our live stream here, usually on Thursday night after Thursday night games.
Yeah, little different schedule next week for New Year's Eve. We'll probably go on Tuesday. Or
it is New Year's Eve next year.
Yeah. Sophia is asking a lot. Sophia, I think, is trying to maybe impress a guy. She's trying to get some football knowledge here, wants to know who a good quarterback is. Let's just go with Trevor Lawrence, who we're talking about right now, Patrick Mahomes, Lincoln Rodgers. Sounds like a nice guy. Maybe bad judgment character. I don't know.
Helps
Does Rivers coming back hurt this Hall of Fame chance, or did it not have it? No, I think Rivers gets in. I think
no matter what, I think he gets in, but I think this does help his chances.
Yeah, I talked about it a few weeks ago, Lincoln, but it actually restarts his clock for going into the Hall of Fame. And so I actually think he'll get in with a much worse draft class. I think it actually helps him get in. Yeah, give us that sub, Sophia. Maybe we should hop into some matchups here, Seth. Maybe some waiver wire ads. I don't know if anyone has any waiver wire ads right now. I'm guessing the waiver wire pool is a lot less this week. Less people looking for it than ever. If you guys have them, drop them in the comments. Let me know. But I think you should be targeting Trevor Lawrence. Maybe What do we got with? I'll pull it up real quick here, Seth. Some quick waivers. I know that not everybody here is really getting into that. I'll go to the trending tab here and pull it up real quick. I don't hate Tyler Shuck this week playing against Tennessee. He's only 22% rostered. He's had over 17 fantasy points since week 13. I like Tyler Shuck as a streaming fantasy QB this week. Running backs, what do we got? Dylan Sampson here filling in for Junkins. I don't mind that. Wide receivers, lots of wide receivers out there, guys. Parker Washington playing for the red hot Trevor Lawrence, and maybe Mac Hollins for New England. I don't love that. Chimere DK for the Titans going against the Saints. Not terrible. Tight ends pulling it up here. Jake Tongas, the 49ers tight end. 49ers have to win out. Don't hate that there. So that's kind of some of those there, guys. Drop your waiver wire ads and I'll get to those and I'll let you know what I want. Sophia's, I'm kind of worried to see what Sophia's wanting us to look up there. It's getting a lot of control there. Seth, let's go into our pick'ems here of who we think is going to win each game. Maybe we can target some stuff there.
Keep them off here.
Yeah, I have it. If
go
you
ahead.
want to just
you
start,
have it, go ahead.
I have it, and then you just manage the chat right there, and feel free to interrupt me any chance at all. Christmas Day, 10 a.m. Probably be helping open up presents, assembling presents. Quick little hack here, guys. If you want to be the dad of the year, the uncle of the year, go get yourself one of those Leatherman pocket knives that have pliers on them. You know, you get the Leatherman Wave Plus. They got them at Costco for like $49. You got the pliers, you got the screwdriver, you have the knife. Be a Christmas hero right there. Assemble all the toys. You can be the absolute hero there. Get yourself some kind of pocket knife, and your kids will thank you. Cowboys going on to Washington. 50.5 total. Dallas is favored by 6.5 right now. Seth, who are you picking to win this one here?
Dallas for sure.
I think we're going to go Dallas all the way across.
Dallas
there.
Is healthier. Just, I don't know. Could be wrong though.
Yeah, you could be. I don't think you. Well, no one's really playing for anything, so
that's true.
So that doesn't help there. I think we can go on there. You know, there was I could read off. You know, our duds we had from
George
this
Pickens
past.
came back alive.
Pickens came back alive. Just going to give you my week 16 all Grinch team here. All over 50% started on Sleeper. You know, I think it's worth. Oh, what do we got here from Choose here, Seth? You want to answer that while I pull this up?
Lions or Patriots defense? Lions are playing Minnesota.
Vikings.
And Patriots, who are they playing? The Jets? Oh, Patriots. Sorry, that's easy.
Give us a like and a sub, Cluss. Oh, Cluss is over on X. We appreciate that too. Going to share this here for our old duds team here. Our old Grinch team, I should say. So there you go. Week 16. How's that look, Seth? That look okay there?
Yeah, we're just cutting out a little bit on the side. But
yeah,
I think,
all over 50%. Josh Allen at 6.9 fantasy points. Josh Jacobs, 3.8. Javonte Williams, 5.3. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 7.4. Nico Collins, 7.9. Drake London, 4.2. And Trey McBride, 4.7. There was a lot of smoke on Trey McBride last week saying he was going to break all these records. Did not get it done. Brian, can't agree with you more. Dallas loves to win when there's nothing on the line.
That's true.
Yeah, hard to argue with that, unfortunately.
Yeah, the Vikings might have Brosmer, but the Jets are one of the worst teams in football. The Vikings are better.
So next one here, Seth. We'll keep going through these here. Yeah, Brian, because I know you're going to ask. Jordan had what did you say Jordan had, Seth?
Something he's calling an audible. Something about like RuPaul's like finale or something.
Yeah, very interesting. So I don't even know who RuPaul is, but I'm very uncultured.
Yeah, maybe look it up later.
Yeah, I maybe I don't want to. Lions at Vikings, 44.5 total. Detroit favored by 6. I think I'm going Vikings here. Or sorry, I'm going Lions here. I'm going Lions.
Yeah, Lions for sure. This is gonna be the best game though on Christmas Day. The only one I might care about, honestly. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I'm watching these games for pure enjoyment now. So, because I'm out in every league I'm in, this is all for pure enjoyment now. I just want to see the Lions just torch. That's all I want to see. I don't care who scores anymore.
Lincoln said, I had McBride, London, and St. Brown was 12-2 and lost in playoffs. I'll have a moment of silence for that. That's terrible.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, that the London one, I would have told you not to say, but just coming off the injury, you kind of got to start your guys. I know, like the McBride and St. Brown is more surprising to me than the London.
It's true.
But I don't know. You held London all that time. I don't know what you do with it. Guys, keep those likes coming. I get there's not a lot of DFS stuff right now. It's kind of early. Broncos, Chiefs. Brian, who are you picking on this one? You know, I know you're kind of, I think you have your feet in both camps on this one. Denver favored by 13 right now, 36.5. Had somebody complaining that Kelsey deserved to be on the All Deads team this week. And I'm just like, if you're still starting Kelsey, knowing you don't have Mahomes, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
I'm going Broncos here.
You should be playing like Chiefs players are unplayable. No.
Yeah.
They're unplayable.
Yeah, we have maybe the running backs are okay, but 12-3 Broncos. You know, this is the game that Netflix thought they were getting Patrick Mahomes on Christmas every year. But last year on Christmas, Patrick Mahomes, didn't he lose the Raiders about 2 years ago?
That would have been awesome if it was last year, but I don't remember.
I think it was last year. They went on a tear right after it. Guys over on X, give us some retweets. Help us out. Next one here. Go on to Saturday, December 27th. Ooh. Big game here, Seth. Really big. Not a lot of lines out yet. Texans, 10-5, traveling on to LA, take on the 11-4 Chargers, 39.5 total. LA is favored by 2 at the moment. I do not see the Chargers losing this one. Are you going? What are you doing there, Seth?
Man, I think I lean Texans here. I don't know. It's in LA.
Yes.
I'm going to go Texans.
Okay. Let me just
not really sure how I feel about it, but I think that's just the best thing.
I want to talk to Brian with this. Sounds like Chiefs are leaving Arrowhead in 2031. They're actually going to move into Kansas, new state-of-the-art stadium. So Brian said Chiefs are a good organization. They know when to tank for a better draft pick. Definitely going for the Broncos. Okay. So he's not giving up there, guys. What do you think about that? But I think Arrowhead's so iconic. I hate to leave the old iconic stadiums with, that old kind of architecture. I feel like everything's just domes and everything kind of looks the same now. I like the old stadiums.
And it gets super loud there.
Yeah. So the new thing is if it's indoor, now they can potentially host a Super Bowl, right? You can't host a Super Bowl in Missouri in the winter. So you're bringing a little bit more revenue. But something about that home field advantage in Arrowhead, I don't know if you get that anywhere else unless you do something like, can you do something like Seattle? I'm not a scientist or an engineer that can tell you, like, you can get that loudness in an indoor stadium. I imagine you can, but maybe
I wonder what it is. I wonder if they just have some regulations that it can't get to a certain noise level, right? Because you're inside.
I have no idea. Sophia says Broncos are buns. All right. Next one here. Saturday night, the 27th. Ravens 7-8, Packers 9-5-1. This is ugly.
This is hard because we don't know if Lamar is going to play. If Lamar's not playing, I'm going Packers all the way. If Lamar is playing, I would consider them. Let's see. Lamar's considered day-to-day with the serious back bruise.
Well, do we know if Jordan Love's even playing?
Yeah, this is just hard to say.
I'm going to go here. I'm going to go Ravens.
He's in concussion protocol. I'm going to go Ravens. if Lamar plays. If he doesn't, I'm going Packers. That sounds really dumb to say, but it's hard to make a decision right now. Normally, I wouldn't be making this decision this early.
So right now, so say that again. You're going Ravens if Lamar plays.
And if he doesn't, I'm going Packers. It's really dumb, but yes, that's how I'm going to word it.
Okay. I'm going to go Ravens regardless. Okay. Next one here. Guys, keep those comments coming. What are you thinking about waivers, starts, sits, all that stuff? I know we're a little early here. Christmas kind of pushed us up. Sunday, December 28th. Big game, Seth. Seattle Seahawks going to Carolina Panthers. 42.5 total. Seattle favored by 7. Seattle really needs to win this game. Get that, number 1 seed. They're playing for it, right? So going for this. Seth, I'm assuming you're going Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Seahawks here, but I actually think it's going to be a really good game.
And Bryce Young has kind of...
The Panthers beat the Rams a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I just don't see the Seahawks losing this with this much on the line.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I'm going...
The Seahawks defensive players some guys are probably going to be out, though.
Yeah, but... The big one, though, is San Francisco. You going to be going to San Francisco? Are you looking at tickets?
Dude, I was just talking about that tonight with my brother. We had a Christmas party. Honestly, I'm really tempted to, but after the Seahawks won this last week, the ticket prices jumped up. Like, man, if I get nosebleeds, I'm paying like $200.
Well, what's like lower than that? Like, I feel like $200 for an NFL game is not that bad.
Well, I mean, for comparison, like we got seats probably 20 rows away from the
seems
right
like a lot for a week 18 game.
Yeah, we last year or 2 years ago we went to a 49ers Seahawks game. We were 20 rows off the field, like on the 30-yard line, and those were about the same price. But we bought those way in advance.
Yeah, yeah. Brantley Glover says W 49ers. Guess we got a 49er fan here. Brantley.
Hey, the old man did put up points, though.
Yeah, Brock Purdy just let it rip tonight, and CMC. Like, Niners look good. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, we got a little bit of cyberbullying going on in the chat between Sophie and Bill. So you guys want to check that out later. If you're listening on podcast on Tuesday morning, go to YouTube, TFF Dudes. You can read the chat. We're not going to put everything up there, just the good stuff, guys. Give us subs there. So we got Seahawks, Seth. We both got them there. What we got here? Trumple. What is this? What's that name? Trumple. What players are coming back for playoffs from injuries? Like, you talking NFL players is what I assume Trumple's talking about.
I have to know.
Yeah, I would have to.
I mean, he looks like him, but he definitely played way better than Uncle Rico could have.
Yeah, Brian, I thought
300 yards.
I thought that first half, I thought he made some good passes. Like at the end, he fell apart. They kind of figured him out, but him and Pierce seemed to have a good connection. Yeah, but yeah, definitely you could tell he missed that zip. I don't know who we're missing for playoffs. Like 49ers, I don't think have anyone coming back for playoffs. I don't think, like, I'm pretty sure Bosa's done and Fred Warner's done. So I'm not sure. Like, I haven't paid attention to that. We're just 1 week at a time here with fantasy football. Trumple 1776. Next one here, George. Sorry, Seth.
That is a severe insult.
Cardinals, Bengals. Got the toilet bowl going on here. Cincy is favored by 7. Total is 50.
There's a worse game than that this week, though, believe it or not.
Yeah, there has to be. Here's the thing. Do we get another Joe Burrow? Do we get the Joe Burrow we had this past week? Joe Burrow was slinging it.
Joe Burrow. You see how pumped that guy was to be finally 4-10 instead of 3-10. Like, I'm telling you, like, he looked pumped up. They looked good. They're gonna keep throwing the ball. Like, they're gonna run the score up on people. If you have any Bengals players going to championship week, you are excited.
Cardinals defense is. The thing is, though, the Bengals actually should lose this. They need that draft capital. They need the help. Get those better players.
Yeah, but I don't think Joe Burrow cares about draft capital. He wants to win.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. Guys, give us those likes and subs. Help us out. Keep the comments coming. Start sits, waiver wire questions. We'll answer it all to the best of our ability. Dating advice, anything. Like sky's the limit. Let us have it. Drop them in the comments. I'm gonna go Bengals win this one. What do you think about what do you think about Jacoby Brissett? Is this guy a starter in the NFL next year?
I mean, obviously he's better than Kyler Murray because Kyler Murray's not playing. Like, where's Kyler Murray going to be quarterback next year?
Honestly, what do you say?
Raiders, the Jets. Like, where?
I would love, as much as I've been a JJ McCarthy believer, I'd like to see Kyler Murray there in Minnesota, possibly.
Interesting.
I think with KOC,
you're basically just like taking JJ McCarthy, making him shorter.
Yeah, Kyler Murray throws a lot better, I would say. And I'm not ready to get rid of Kyler Murray either. Coleman Hammond jumped on the YouTube night for bed, and what a wonderful surprise. TFF dudes going live. Christmas miracle. Yes, Coleman. I'm in a league with Coleman. Coleman's team is undefeated right now. Can you guys give him some
going into playoff championship week?
Playoff championship.
It'd be such a bummer. I'm actually rooting for him though.
He needed 15 fantasy points out of McCaffrey. We got another McCaffrey, guy on here that just got absolutely carried here at the end. I'm sure there's a lot of you that had that happen. So
what's crazy is I remember Coleman was sitting by me at our draft and he goes, "Hey, should I risk it all and just draft CMC?" And I said, if it was me, I would take him. And guess what? He took him. And guess where he is now? Just saying, fantasy football dudes, no fantasy football.
Here's the thing, Seth.
If I was there, I would have drafted him. Every league I could have drafted McCaffrey, and I would have in that spot. I never got the chance.
Without you, Coleman is nothing in fantasy football. Is basically what you're saying.
No, but yes.
Okay. And then Best Ball Saul, give us the sub. I think Best Ball Saul follows us actually. Kyler for Tua, straight swap. Like, where does Tua go? Like, so here's the other one. Should the Colts take a shot on Kyler Murray? Kyler Murray playing for the Colts, that might not be a bad deal. You got Kyler Murray over there with a coach that can coach him up. Like the Colts got to make a QB move. Like, what's going on with Daniel Jones? Maybe he's not ready. I don't hate Kyler Murray going to the Colts. I think that's a decent landing spot.
Well, Brian thinks Kyler Murray is going to be a Raider, and I think I agree.
That would probably be an upgrade from Geno still, right?
I think it'd be an upgrade, yeah, but I think that would be the most Raiders thing to do. Like, that's
absolutely.
what Brian's saying. I think all Raiders, like all my Raiders friends and fans would agree it's the most Raiders thing you could do.
Genty looked good, man. Yes, keep coming, As Jordan should we have Jordan do a live on Christmas morning watching the games, him just watching basketball?
That'd be so cool if he could just set up his webcam right under his like quad screen in his house and it's just him watching football.
Yeah.
In his jeans at 8 a.m.
Yeah. His footed pajamas unzipped a little bit like a V-neck. I could picture it now. Next game we have here, guys. Any football question? Yeah. Yeah, any of those questions you guys got. Where were we right there? We're at Seahawks there, Seth? No, Cardinals, Bengals. We both took Bengals, right?
Yeah, we said Bengals. We got the Browns, Pittsburgh now.
I'm going Steelers win this game. 34.5 total. Steelers. Pittsburgh by 4. DK Metcalf on a 2-game suspension. I'm going
Real
Steelers.
Smart guy.
Yeah. Yeah, Kenneth Gainwell looks like Marshall Faulk. Like, it's unbelievable. Yeah. Saul, do you think that Daniel Jones will be ready to play, though? Like, I want Daniel Jones to stay in Indianapolis. I just don't know, like, when he recovers, when he's ready to go. I don't
the
think he's either week 1.
The guy's messed up.
Yeah, I think he's got to take his time. And then
he might be done, honestly.
Yeah, Colts going to make a QB play. Do the Colts want Tua? Could they make something happen with Tua? I don't know. It's the coach is pretty good there with QB. Steichen's had a little bit of luck there outside of Anthony Richardson.
That's true. But they still have Anthony Richardson.
They still have him, yeah. Yeah, so gotta bring someone in there. I feel bad for Daniel Jones actually. And then here we go here. Jaguars, Colts. Are the Colts eliminated yet, Seth? Do you know that? I'm gonna go to
Eliminated
NFL.com.
now.
Pull that up.
Coleman's asking if he can trust Waddle and Wan'Dale Robinson this week.
Is that the best he has available for wide receivers there? Let me see if I can pull something up in his league. Like I kind of like Parker Washington maybe better. I bet Quentin Johnson, Quentin Johnson's a dart throw, but he's probably available in that league. But it's playing against Houston. He had a big game last week. Like maybe Quentin gets hot here down the stretch. Maybe Matt Collins has had back-to-back decent games playing the Jets.
Yeah, I don't know. I think. Well,
I'm looking at Coleman's league. Full transparency. He should probably go Juwan Jennings, who scored at least 12 fantasy points since week 12, and he's a free agent there. He's 81% rostered, but for some reason he's available in that league.
Waddle did lead the league lead his team in receiving with Ewers at quarterback. I don't know what Wan'Dale did last week. Wan'Dale had 19 of darts, 33 yards. Yikes. Dart only threw for 33 yards last week.
Who?
Dart?
Yeah, Dart played bad. I don't know if I want to go back to Dart. Yeah, Dart had in this league I'm looking at had one fantasy point. Sorry. Yeah, and I don't think he got hurt either. It just sounds like he was kind of, bad offensive line play. I don't think I want to trust him.
I think I'd go Waddle, and then or look at some guys in the waiver wire maybe you could grab.
Lincoln wants to know best fantasy football punishments he's seen. So one we have in our league, Lincoln, is we live in a small town. Not sure if you're aware of that. Last place has to get their picture in the high school football program. And it just says last place fantasy football loser.
I think it'd be better though if it doesn't say anything and it just says your name. That's it.
Yeah. There's
super arrogant,
Oh, yeah. So that I think is pretty good. I think that's hard to beat. Coleman, I might start Tony Pollard and Waddle. Seth, if you have any other ones. And then Brian said, I think I heard Giants had 0 pass plays called in their first 25 scrimmage plays.
That's
looking
insane.
at the box score, that sounds about right, honestly. Last place fantasy football punishments. One that I would like to do, Lincoln, is you have to ref a, men's league sporting event or something like that. Basketball. Like I think that'd be a big punishment if you had to do, youth umpiring for a year.
In our league, I'm really rooting for, in one of my leagues I'm in with my buddies, last place guy has to take out the winner's parents to dinner. And so it's just the last place loser, and he takes the winner's parents out. And the winner doesn't go with him. He just is the winner's parents. And one of my buddies, who I'm good friends with which all the other guys are good friends with, but not as good as I'm friends with him. And I actually know his parents, but no one else really knows his parent that well. And neither does my brother. And it would just be awesome if he had to take my buddy's parents out. And the other person he knows, he could take out their parents and just be like a nice casual dinner. This other one would be super awkward. So that's what I'm rooting for.
Where do they have to go to dinner?
I think he has to ask them where they want to go.
Depending on who the person is, if I'm a parent, I might just not want to go to dinner with this guy. I might just say let's just DoorDash or something, honestly.
Nope, they have to go out to a place. Honestly, it's kind of a punishment for the parents, but
I feel worse for the parents because I know the people you have in your leagues. Like no parent deserves that.
It's true. It's actually a true statement.
So Lincoln, I don't know what you think of that. Okay, Coleman said, Lincoln, would you rather just take out the mom, not I get in trouble here sometimes pulling the comments up there, but Lincoln, you don't have to answer that, honestly.
Yeah, don't feel like you need to respond to dumb comments.
Yeah, you probably should answer that though. Next one we got here. And guys, do you miss Jordan or do you like this better? Like, let us know. We're a little bit off the tracks here, but maybe that's good. And maybe you don't want to be on the tracks.
Jordan would rather be watching NASCAR.
Yeah. Colts, Jaguars. Who are we going with here? It's in Indianapolis.
Jags,
47-point total. Jags favored by 6.5. Yeah, I gotta go Jags. As much as I want it to be Rivers. Jordan would be.
The Jags are playing too good too.
Yeah. It's bad. So Coleman said, say nothing if it's true. Jordo brings balance to the force. Yeah, that's probably the nicest thing anyone could say about Jordan. Guys, and then we're going to do some Christmas treats, Mount Rushmore at the end. So stick around for that. Jordan actually might believe in the force, if I'm being totally honest. Next one we got here. Bucks, 7-8 Bucks at Miami. Dolphins, 6-9, 45.5 total. Tampa favored by 5.5. I'm going Bucks here. I don't know what's wrong with New England. What's wrong with Tampa Bay? Why they can't get it done? I'm a Baker Mayfield fan. As you can see, I'm wearing a
They should be getting it done
shirt here. So, yeah, I'm going Bucks. Who are you going with here, Jordan?
Jordan. Wow.
Seth, sorry.
Seth, and I'm going for the Bucks.
Okay. We'll go to the next one here. All you guys on YouTube, make sure you hit that like and sub button for us. And then next game we got here. What we at? All over the place. Patriots at the Jets, 43-point total. New England favored by 13.5. I got to go Patriots here, and I think you're going to go Patriots too, Seth.
This two touchdowns, so Patriots. I think they win by more.
Yeah, Bill said he likes Jordan in the pod, not on it, in it, whatever that means. Sounds like a voice text.
The next game you got. This actually next game could be interesting.
Yeah. Saints at Titans. New Orleans favored by 2.5, 39.5 total. I like Tyler Shuck as a QB streamer, guys. That's one of my streamers of the week that I would go with. I think he's in a good spot. He's putting up at least 17 points since week 12. I'm going to go Saints win this one. Like, you hate Cam Ward here either, though. Like, I feel like it's not a terrible Cam Ward spot either, Seth.
No, it's not. Cam Ward had a good game last week against the Chiefs.
Yeah, 18 last week, 15 the week before. Now he's got New Orleans. Might be a decent Cam Ward spot, actually, depending how depleted your waiver wire is with quarterbacks. Lincoln.
Superflex league, and maybe you can justify it, but someone probably has him like stashed on their bench, though.
Sounds like Lincoln is deflecting, asking questions about Hanukkah right now. You guys won't want to miss that in the chat if you're listening to this later.
Has Hanukkah even happened yet?
I could not tell you. Next game we got here. We have Giants at Raiders. This is the toilet bowl here. Both teams 2-13. Right, 42-point total. Las Vegas favored by 1. Ashton Genty smash spot. Am I right? Absolutely smash spot for Ashton Genty. I'm going to look and see if he has a line on Sleeper right now. Ashton Genty. I'm going to be all in on this if he does. Let me see if I can find him here. Genty came... Yeah, he could have been our biggest winner of the week, Seth.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's still Puka, but
yeah, if you
honestly though, like how many leagues in where people are in playoffs with Genty?
Yeah, maybe not. But
Puka. There's a lot of people in with Puka.
I'm not seeing any lines on Genty right now, unfortunately.
Because chances are Genty was your number 1 overall draft pick, and the return has not been great.
Yeah, first rounder. Yeah. So I'm going to go Raiders here. Genty game, Raiders.
I was leaning
Giants defense isn't terrible, though.
No.
Yeah. Giants
only 2 afternoon games on this slate.
All right. Next one here.
This is a good game. This will be a fun game to watch.
You read that one while I put this in here. We both
have the
right?
Eagles versus Buffalo. Buffalo is favored. I don't know by how much. I don't have the spread pulled up on mine. But I believe the game total probably over 45 is my guess.
Yeah, 43.5.
43. Okay. Maybe we need to check the weather on that one. So check weather as you get closer to that game. It's in Buffalo, so huge home field advantage on that. Both teams are used to playing in the cold, though. I'm actually going to go Eagles here, Trent.
This game. Okay, I got the wrong week pulled up right now. I'll just check the weather. I'm going Bills. I'm not shocked you're going. Yeah, likely snow showers, 28 degrees, 15-mile-per-hour wind to the southwest. I'm going Bills. But man, do we got Josh Allen for sure? And right here, Trumple coming in clutch right here. Trumple, this is why we have you in the chat. You are very appreciated. Buffalo at 54% on Kalishi, right? Am I saying that right? Kalishi is what Kalishi, I think is what it is. We got to get those guys on. I got to get on that app. If somebody's got, a code they can use, send us, just tag me on X with that. But yeah, Trumple, I hope you got us as a sub because I appreciate you in here. You brought a lot of value just having Clichy up there. So we should have that up there.
We should, yeah.
Yeah, Josh Allen is going to have the dad strength. I agree. Had a stinker last week. I think we get a bounce back Josh Allen game. I'm going Bills. So this is the first one we've split in a while, right?
Yes. I think it's the only one we split on so far.
Okay.
Did you go Chargers or you go Texans?
I went Chargers.
Okay, we split on that one then earlier as well.
Okay, I had that right. Okay. Yeah, Jordan is really good at keeping notes, so that I will not take that away from him. That's true. You got to know your role. He knows his role. He's very good at it. Next one, Seth. What do we got here?
Bears 49ers. It's going to be a great game. That'll be a great Sunday night game. It's in San Fran, so the weather is going to be mild. Right now, if you're going by sleeper odds, it has 61% chance that 49ers win. The 49ers are playing hot. They've been rolling these last few weeks. Everyone's healthy. I mean, George Kittle maybe has a hurt ankle, but that guy plays through injuries a lot, so I think he's going to play. He was still walking around on it, but didn't come in, right? They didn't really need him that much at the end of the game. They were up by 1 or 2 scores at all times. So I'm going 49ers, Trent.
I'm going Bears, so we'll split here. But Caleb Williams.
I'd love to go Bears, but I think the 49ers are going to win.
I just think Bears are looking too good. They're playing for the 1 seed as well. This is basically a little playoff pregame. Bears are hot. They're just getting it done. Defense kind of bends but doesn't break. DJ Moore's playing really good. I think Bears, Ben Johnson's got this team firing all cylinders. No one wanted to talk about it, but me and Jordan said in the offseason, right when Ben Johnson left, will the Lions miss Ben Johnson? Who's more important, Ben Johnson or Campbell? It looks like Ben Johnson was a lot more important than what we thought, but the Lions lost their offensive and their defensive coordinator. That's a big deal, but Ben Johnson, I think, is missed. All right, Monday night. Not a great Monday night game, but hey, we got Kirk Cousins versus Matt Stafford. Who had that on their bingo card, when the season started? Rams favored by 8, 49.5 total in Atlanta. I'm going Rams. Is there, are you going Rams as well, Seth?
It's Rams for sure.
That's all of our games. But Baylock here lost by 17 points, 40 points sitting on the bench. No, brutal. But all is not lost. Still have a chance to win third and my money back at least. Hey, you got a league that's giving away money for third place. More power to you, man. It'd be nice to get the win, though, but 40 points on the bench. Who did you leave on your bench? I'm going to guess. Let me guess right now. I'm going to say Genty was on your bench. I'm going to say Trevor Lawrence was on your – oh, no, you just had 40. So I'm going to say Genty was the guy that was on your bench.
40, though, usually means they outscored your starters by 40. So it might be more than 40 points on the bench.
Yeah. I'm going to say he didn't start Genty or he didn't start Trevor Lawrence. Baylock, who'd you miss there? And I think Baylock is.
I'm going to guess.
So I don't even have to tell.
I'm going to guess Olave.
Come on, don't leave us hanging like that, Baylock.
Balake? I think that's what it is.
Balake is definitely a sub.
Balake. He's been here before.
Yeah, he's a good time. Yeah, so that's kind of our starts and kind of everything with Diggs and Kyle M. Who's
Kyle Monangai,
yeah. The mongrel. All right, guys. I think that's it, Seth. I don't know unless there's some last minute ones, right? Oh, let's do our Mount Rushmore for Christmas treats. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go eggnog, sugar cookies.
Okay.
That's my 2 right there off the bat. Eggnog, sugar cookies. What else is there something in there? I got to think a little bit longer on the other 2. What do you have your 2 right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna go sugar cookies as well. I'm not a big fan of like the homemade sugar cookie like frosting. Like I want just the store-bought one that's just good every time. I'm gonna go. Have you ever had those the crinkle cookies that are dipped in white chocolate and it has candy cane dipped on the white chocolate? Those are really good.
Candy cane might be a sleeper. I don't know. Like I'm not a candy cane guy.
I don't
But
know.
that's
I don't really know. I feel like one thing that's pretty common for me too for Christmas is hot chocolate, like candy cane with hot chocolate. You put your candy cane in hot chocolate. That one's
You
I
strike me
feel
as
like
a fruitcake guy.
no, not a fruitcake guy. So I have 2 right there, right? Or I have 3. And then I'll go. I do like some gingerbread, but it has to be right. Like not like a gingerbread house. It has to be like a gingerbread cookie that's like soft. You know what I'm saying?
It has to be soft. Those ones at Costco look really good. I have not had them, unfortunately.
Yeah. I don't know if someone made them or brought them to this party I was at today, but they were really good.
So money bags, are you saying like we're missing gingerbread, or are you saying like you're shocked he's picking gingerbread? And give us a sub money bags as well. I think that gingerbread, like the right ones, the soft ones at Costco aren't bad.
The hard gingerbread that you make houses and or like stuff with, not good.
That's
like I want the soft
ones, Yeah.
Those are good.
I'm gonna go. We have Kringles. If you had those Kringles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Kringles. And I'm not gonna do that. That's not well known enough. I'm gonna say I got eggnog, sugar cookies, and then I feel like oranges is something I've always had for Christmas, but I don't think that's I'm gonna go bread pudding. I feel like that's kind of something people do.
Yeah.
And then and I'll go fudge. I'll go Cease candy. I'll throw Cease candy in there.
Candy's a good one. Yep.
Okay. I'm shocked the only time people eat those is in high school home ec class. You could be right, money bags, but no. Go to Costco. They have the soft little gingerbread cookies. They're pretty good.
They're good.
Like it's not a.
They're soft. They're soft. That's the big part. Like you don't want dry, hard gingerbread. You want soft.
Yeah. No.
Moist.
I'm surprised I get more. And hot cocoa could have been a sleeper in there.
I said hot cocoa.
You did say hot cocoa.
Yeah, hot chocolate, hot cocoa with the peppermint stick in there, candy cane.
No, not bad. Money bags. Anything else there? Give us a like. Give us a sub. Trying to get those subs. Try to get the channel going. I think we're gonna be going live more throughout the season, Seth. So if guys want to hop on, then we'll just post it on the podcast later. A little bit different than what we normally do, but we're gonna try it out. The live's a little fun. Love getting the feedback. I'm surprised Coleman and Lincoln went to bed for the desserts. Trumpy, nothing from Kalishi on what desserts are, anyways. All right. I think that does it. What other software are we on? We are on wherever you listen to podcasts. You can go to www.thefantasyfootballdudes.com. I'll put it on the screen right now. And you can listen to us wherever you want to listen to podcasts, Apple, Spotify, everything. It's that easy. You want to reach out to me on X at TFFDudes. I will send you the link directly to your inbox. It is that easy. And then Lincoln's still there. Lincoln, did I miss any Christmas desserts that you can think of? You got some I don't know, some Filipino delicacy or something, or like Chinese New Year's cookie. Those New Year's cookies are good. That's not Chinese. Oh, my wife makes stroop waffles. I'll throw that on there. I think that's a good sleeper. I think it's stroop. I don't know. So I'm going to throw stroop waffles on there. I'll kick the chocolate off. You don't like those?
No, I'm saying it has 2 O's. I think they're amazing. We have 2 O's.
I don't know.
Stroop
I think it depends, Seth. Like maybe you might be buying a brand.
I'm going to ask AI.
It's a Dutch delicacy. think Coleman ate all mine.
How do
It is
I
2.
pronounce Stroop waffle?
It's pronounced. It's STROHP.
Yeah, you're right. It is strope.
Yeah.
It rhymes with rope.
Yeah, best ball saw. I thought it was yeah.
It's actually like stroop waffle.
Yeah. My wife's family's from
Waffle,
the Netherlands,
waffle.
so
Stroop waffle.
yeah. So, anyways,
Nice,
guys,
you're
that's
right.
it. Let us know what you guys think. You like us going live? You not like us going live? Let us know. But everybody have a Merry Christmas. I'll probably put some waiver wire ads on X. I gave you my main ones if you want to go back and listen to those. I think that's pretty good for championship week, guys. Good luck this week. It's a big week. You don't want to ruin your Christmas.
Week, boys.
Yeah, championship week. We've been grinding away for this all year. Here we are. So, guys, good luck. Get those lineups set. If you need a lifeline, I'm here. Reach out, comment on this video. I'll comment back. We can just anyways, I don't need to dive into that anymore, guys. See you next week. We'll be going live again. Not sure what day yet. With New Year's, I'm going to have to move around that. Anyways, we'll see you guys next time. And as always, guys, take care.
Merry Christmas.